Okay, first generation camera car. It was powered forward and backward just by gravity, and you'd move it by pulling on the power cable that controlled the servo. It's a remote control servo using the servo tester. It would move the camera slowly, right or left with a variable speed, but it had its limitations. So we took it up a step further. In our next generation was a little remote control unit that is self-powered, and it moves along in a nice slow fashion, and it can rotate the camera when it's on there very slowly either direction. So it would move along the tracks nice and slow, and it would move the camera either forward or backward. You can see the little camera pedestal there rotating. And it could go either forward, like I said, either forward or backward. Here we have it going backwards. And it seemed to work pretty well. But, of course, that wasn't good enough. So now we have the third generation. And it is self-powered, and it is remote controlled. And it moves nice and slow. It's narrow gauge, so it can fit on the roadways on the HO track, actually scaled to the automobile roadway. We do have right and left camera pan on it. You can see the camera panning right and left. But this one has a couple of features that's really nice. One of them is that it is lower, but it also has a scissor lift capability where it can actually raise the camera up to a higher level. And we only raise it up so far because, what the heck, you only need so much. But even when it's elevated, you have pan right and left. And you have forward and backward motion if that's what you want. Unfortunately, I made it a little bit longer, but using a different battery pack, I was able to keep a low profile, and actually it all works pretty darn good. So there you go. We're going to call this one, this is third generation, we're probably going to call it the CW camera car because it really sprang to being from just having a conversation with a buddy of mine whose father worked in the movie industry. And he just said, it's too bad you can't incorporate a little scissor lift on that camera car to raise up the profile a little and maybe get things from a little higher height. Well, it doesn't do good to plant seeds like that in my mind. Anyway, there you go. That's our camera car.